What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for MLB Wednesday, May 5th.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon.
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go over my top DFS picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 10-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. I'm not going to mess around here. I like Shane Bieber pitching against a low-salary batting team, the Kansas City Royals. Shane Bieber is only giving up a .515 OPS versus righties, and he's facing 5 righties here tonight. On top of that, the Royals have only hit 21 of his last 98 pitches. That's a .214 batting average and a huge sample size. So great pitcher versus team history here. And Shane Bieber is $12,200 FanDuel salary, and he's $1,800 less on DraftKings. Projected at 41.4 fantasy points here tonight. He has an ERA of 2.76. His record is 3-2 on the season. He's pitching an average of 106 pitches per game. He's averaging 56 fantasy points per game, and he scored 52, 46, and 64 fantasy points in his last 3 games. Also, Vegas only thinks there's going to be 7 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under, so he's got a fantastic matchup. So I like Shane Bieber here versus the Kansas City Royals.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Now guys, just as a quick note, we just released a free DFS contest on Draft Dashboard for MLB and NBA for DraftKings and FanDuel. There's over $500 available in the prize pool, and this is a totally free contest you can enter as a Draft Dashboard member. So make sure to click the link in the description of this video, give Draft Dashboard a try, and you can start playing in our free DFS contest and compete to win some money. Okay, let's take a look at the first base position. I like Jared Walsh with a 71% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Andrew Kittredge. Jared Walsh bats 35% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a 1.109 OPS versus righties. And Andrew Kittredge, he throws his worst ball versus lefty batters. 36% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .812 OPS versus lefties. Jared Walsh is $3,500 FanDuel salary, and he's $600 more on DraftKings. Projected at 11.1 fantasy points here tonight. He's averaging 12 fantasy points per game on the season, and he scored 6, 3, and 50 fantasy points in the last 3 games. So I like Jared Walsh here versus Andrew Kittredge. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Josh Harrison with a 53% batting advantage over Max Fried. Josh Harrison bats 20% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a 1.004 OPS versus lefties. And Max Fried, he throws his worst ball versus righty batters, 33% worse than his other pitches, giving up a 1.006 OPS versus righties. There's no at-bats versus Fried yet, and Josh Harrison is $3,100 FanDuel salary, and 400 more on DraftKings. Projected at 9.4 fantasy points here tonight. He's averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season, and he scored 3, 12, and 19 fantasy points in the last 3 games. So I like Josh Harrison here versus Max Fried. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. I like Austin Riley with a 23% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Eric Fedde. Austin Riley, he's batting 28% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a .818 OPS versus righties. And Eric Fedde, he's giving up a .738 OPS versus righties. And I like this pick because Austin Riley is 3 for 7 with a .429 batting average and a 1.000 OPS versus Fedde. And Austin Riley is only $2,400 FanDuel salary. He's $1,700 more on DraftKings, projected at 8.9 fantasy points here tonight, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 0, 15, and 9 fantasy points in the last 3 games. So I like Austin Riley here versus Eric Fedde.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the shortstop position. No, it's not Xander Bogaerts. For once, Xander Bogaerts doesn't have a great matchup here. So I like Trea Turner with a 70% batting advantage over that same low salary pitcher, Max Fried. Trea Turner is batting 37% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a 1.320 OPS versus lefties. And we know Max Fried throws his worst ball versus righty batters, 33% worse than his other pitches, giving up a 1.006 OPS versus righties. And take a look at this. Trea Turner is 7 for 15, batting a .467 batting average and a 1.262 OPS versus Fried. So excellent splits here and outstanding batter versus pitcher history. Trea Turner is $3,800 FanDuel salary. He's $900 more on DraftKings. Probably one of my favorite plays on the slate. He's projected at 11.4 fantasy points here tonight, averaging 12 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 9, 9, and 21 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So I like Trea Turner here versus Max Fried. Okay, let's take a look at the outfield position. I like Alex Verdugo with a 60% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Casey Mize. Alex Verdugo, he's batting 28% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a .949 OPS versus righties. And Casey Mize, he throws 31% worse to lefties as he does righties, giving up a .944 OPS versus lefties. There's no at-bats versus Mize yet, and Alex Verdugo is $3,100 FanDuel salary and $1,100 more on DraftKings. Projected at 10.7 fantasy points here tonight. He's averaging 12 fantasy points per game on the season, and he scored 25, 6, and 9 fantasy points in the last 3 games. So I like Alex Verdugo here versus Casey Mize.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.